It is very nice to greet you again. In today's video we will talk about the following. 7 games your ex plays when he wants you back. I'm going to share with you 7 games your ex plays when he wants you back. Now, just because your ex is doing one of these things doesn't always mean he wants you back. But if you notice that he shows more than one of these signs, then it is very likely that he is, or that there is at least a chance. Game number 1 offers you friendship. So the first game you might notice your ex playing if he wants to get back with you is one that is familiar to many of you, and that is your ex offering friendship. Now, if this happens during the breakup, it's not necessarily a game. He may simply be trying to make you feel better. But when it happens a few weeks after the breakup, it means he's playing games. Many times your ex will do this because he or she feels like you are pulling away and a part of him or her doesn't want that. But since he doesn't know if he wants you back or is afraid to ask you, he will maintain that connection with you through friendship. Game number 2, get angry. The next game your ex will play if he is interested in getting back together with you involves him getting angry. He will basically get mad at you because you haven't contacted him. I hear this all the time. It can be very frustrating. He abandons you and now you are the one to blame because you haven't kept in touch. Now, this is not going to happen to most of you. Most people understand that silence is the mature and natural response. When someone says he doesn't want you in his life anymore and you tell him it's okay and leave him alone, that's obviously the right choice. Game number 3, jealousy. The third game your ex could play if he is interested in getting back with you is to make you jealous. He wants you to see him with someone else and get angry and then contact him or react in some way. Maybe post pictures. He goes out to dinner with the opposite sex. He is in a group of people and maybe has his hand on someone's shoulder. What he is really doing is using you to boost his ego. He wants you to be angry for moving on, to beg him for another chance. Basically, when you dump someone, along with all the bad feelings that come with it, they make you feel a little more desirable compared to the person you dumped. Game number 4, the message to register. The number 4 game your ex can play if she wants you back is the check-in, "Are you okay?" Often, your ex comes over to check on you and you think, that's really nice of her. He cares about me. Maybe he wants me to come back. And this is probably part of the story, but there is more to it than that. Like I said before, from his perspective, you're supposed to validate him. You should be begging and pleading and trying to get him to come back to you and you're not. So it's almost like poking you with a stick. He wants you to do something. Again, it's important not to tell him that you're doing so well that it's the best you've ever felt in your life because that will come off as false. Simply say, "I'm fine. I've had a very busy few weeks. I hope you're well." Again, informal, polite and simple. Game number 5, collecting your things. When you have your ex's things, or he or she has yours, after the breakup, this is like a little tether that keeps the two of you together. Ideally, this tie should be cut as soon as possible after the breakup. If not, he can use it to manipulate you. He'll tell you that he wants to come get his stuff or that he wants you to come get your stuff, but then it might not happen or he'll cancel and bring it up again a few weeks later. And sometimes the reason may be that your ex wants to have a Trojan horse with you. Game number 6, returning gifts. Another game you could play is something similar. He may return the gifts you gave him during the relationship. Of course, there are a few ways to look at this and your ex is counting on it. He will make you think, oh, he doesn't care about me at all. He doesn't even care about the gifts I put all this thought into. That hurts. Or it could look like this, I miss him so much that he can't even have these things around him or he's going to be thinking about me all the time and it's too painful. This type of manipulation will keep you thinking about your ex for weeks. Game number 7, the close and distant treatment. And the end game here is something that 99% of you will experience during this process. Yes, you may have already noticed it. Maybe your ex texts you one day and you talk for hours. You think, there. We will come back. So the next day? Nothing. Or maybe you reach out and he leaves you unseen or texts you one-word responses. It can be maddening. What is happening here is not always clear. Chances are, the first conversation will be with your ex trying to gauge your interest. Basically, you just need to stay strong, be confident, and not let them suck you into their games. Go 30 days no contact and then you can start attracting your ex again on your terms without games or manipulation. You are an essential part of what we do on this channel. For this reason, we keep an eye on what you need, and if it is your desire to recover your ex correctly and effectively, you must click on the link below.